Like, what if I like want to act on my impulses, like to have sex with random people, like, which it probably won't happen, but I don't know, you know. Hi guys, hopefully you can hear me. I feel like I'm yelling. Okay, hello guys. It has, don't mind, I have to hold my, but I have a bit of a life update. So I came to a very what do you want to say, like a very harsh reality last night, and that was the reality that, okay, let me actually start from the beginning. So I've made it clear here on this channel that I want to be married, and my perception of preparing for that was, okay, so apparently I'm not supposed to sit around like twiddling my thumbs waiting for my husband to come into my life, and I'm supposed to actually be living my life and actually be happy and actually be busy, like doing the things that, you know, I love. And so I kind of took that message and ran with it, basically, you can say. And I didn't realize that I was doing this, but I basically like buried myself in my own world, you know, which is not foreign to me. Like, I'm very comfortable like in my own world and in my own bubble, but I'm too comfortable, you know. I'm too comfortable to the point where it's like I feel safer and I feel better and more content alone, and that's not right, you know. Like, I should be, like, we are social creatures apparently as human beings, so I'm supposed to be like socializing with other human beings, and I'm supposed to be like interacting and being social and being out and about, and I'm very much not. I'm very much to myself, and I'm closed off energetically. And so I didn't realize this, but like me, like apparently spending this time like trying to like keep myself occupied as I wait for my husband has me been like full on creating businesses, like publishing books. I just published like 3 books in the last month. Like, I'm just like, I'm really like going in the direction, like creating a whole career. Like, and I'm not a career woman. I'm far from a career woman. I don't want to be a career woman. It's like I'm done. Like, I've literally buried myself in myself, that I'm like doing the opposite of what I intended to do. I'm supposed to be just having fun with this, and it's like I have literally created like a full-on, like I said, business, and from my hobbies, which, you know, I love that, but it's like to the point where I'm like exhausted and I don't even want to deal with anything. Like, I don't want to go through the dating process. It's like I don't even have time, and it's like I was never supposed to be spending my time like, I mean, I'm spending my time wisely, but like I forgot why I started. I forgot why I was doing this in the first place. And I had a really harsh reality check last night when I realized that energetically I'm probably repelling men, because I'm still so guarded, because I literally don't even have time to entertain. Like, I just don't have the time. I'm not making the time, because I'm pouring all of the time into my busy work, which, yeah. So basically, I have come to the realization that it is time for a change. Today is June. Oh my God, it's June 30th, and it's about to be 11:11. Like, confirmation, like that's all I needed. 11:11 a.m. The month of July, like, I am redirecting my focus completely to what I actually want. And this time I'm being very intentional about it. I thought I was intentional before, But honestly, like, I got distracted with myself. I got distracted with my own self, and now it's time to redirect my focus. And you know, while I'm very grateful for all of the lessons that I've learned and that I've, you know, experienced over this time, but it's been a solid year since I've been on the market, and I have not even entertained dating like in a serious way, besides the fact that I did download like a dating app, which I knew I wasn't like, I don't like dating apps, and I'm just like, let me just do it. Let me just take myself seriously and do what I said I was gonna do and put myself out there. And yeah, no, that didn't work out too well. I just got overwhelmed with all of the requests, and like, I'm like, I can't respond to people. Like, I don't want to respond to people. I don't want to give people my time. Like, you know, like, they're not paying me. That's another story. Like, it's just like, I don't want to just be, you know. And it's like, okay, so let me go back to, so first of all, let me say this. I am actually opening myself up to receive the man of my life, but I realized that I have to go through the dating process, and going through the dating process is still, you know, a bit daunting for me, because I don't want to date. The reality is, I really want to just be with my husband. Like, I want it to be like a random, like, just, I look him in the eyes, I know that's my husband, and we just go about our merry own lives, you know. Like, I don't want to have to date and like go through the courting process. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but like, I really, if I could have it my way, like, I wouldn't want to do that. I would just know it's a done. Like, I know when I see I will know that it's my husband. Like, I'm 100% sure of that, and he will be sure of me. And yeah, so I don't really feel like I don't feel like I need to go through the dating phase, but at the same time I do, because I have no dating experience. I spent the last 9 years since I was 21 with my ex, you know. So I don't have any dating experience. I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to men. And so I know that the dating process would really help me a lot, learn about men and learn about like different men and learn about myself more through that process. But I think I am in fear mode when it comes to that. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be wasting my time. And it's like, if it's not my husband, then why, you know, like, why do I even want to entertain that? Like, I'm very dismissive. Like, no, you're not my husband. Sorry, you know, you're great, but like, you're not my husband, you know. Like, I'm not ever gonna be like, say that to a man's face, by the way, because that's incredibly rude. But you know, like, and we're all human and we're all sensitive and so on and so forth. I would never be like that. But energetically, I cut myself off. I'm very like, I will detach very quickly if I know it's just, you know, like, this is not what that is. And like, I'll just detach, because it's like, I don't want to waste anybody's time, you know. All of our time is precious. And so, but yeah, with that, I've just been like realizing that I'm keeping myself, I'm holding myself back from experiencing what I need to experience, because at the end of the day, like, I do need dating experience. And so I'm just gonna stop telling myself all of these excuses and trying to say, oh, well, you know, dating is gonna be this long, daunting process, when I can really just have a positive mindset around it and like realize that I can have good experiences, and that all of these beautiful men are going to teach me something about myself. Even if they're not my husband, it's still going to be a great experience. And I'm really like rewiring my thoughts around the dating process and about letting men into my space, because that's another thing. I just kind of keep them at a distance. And I love men, I really do, and I don't want to keep people at a distance, but I also don't want to be taken advantage of. And so that's where the guard came in. And but I know myself enough to know that, you know, I can't be played, you know. I know myself enough. I don't have to like go around and like lead with that, you know. I lead with a very like stoic, very strong and fierce type of demeanor, and it's really not who I mean, it's a part of me, but it's not like, it's a small percentage of me, and I'm leading with the smallest percentage of me, and it's taking all of my energy because it's consuming me, because it takes a lot for me to be in that energy. It's very powerful energy, and it takes a lot for me. It takes everything I have to be in that energy, and it's just not natural for me to be in that energy all the time. And I'm realizing that, like, not only is it exhausting to do that, but it's not getting me the results that I want. So I need to change something. And yeah, so we're starting with that. We're starting with the fact that I have to take a more relaxed approach and more trusting approach and more surrendered approach, and realizing that people aren't out to, you know, to like take advantage of my heart, because really that is my strongest quality. Like, that is my strength. If I can say I am strong in anything, it is, I am strong. Like the way I love in my heart is my greatest strength, and I know that that's a fact. And so I'm afraid that if I lead with that, then it would be taken advantage of. But I also have to know that like it's really, my heart is really indestructible. Like, I have, you know, it's like I've experienced some things, and I still love, and I love, and I will always love unconditionally, you know. Like, so I don't even know why I'm afraid of that, like, when I know like my strength in that. So anyway, I'm just realizing a lot about myself, and the way that I want to portray myself is changing, because I want to get what I want, and I do get what I want, you know. And so yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say? There was something. Okay, so if you guys have any advice on like the dating realm, like, I really don't want to do like online, because it's just so like online, you know. And I didn't envision like myself meeting my husband online, unless like it's through like, not on an online dating app, I would say. Like, if it's like through like a DM or like email or something like that, that's fine. But like, if it's like a dating app, like, I don't really want to do a dating app. But I need to go on actual dates, but I'm not in an environment, and that's another thing. Like, I need to change my environment. Like, this is not an environment I'm gonna find my husband. I need to go, you know, somewhere else. And yeah, that's another thing. But I can't, that's another like limiting belief and excuse, really, like, because I can't find my husband here, really. I don't feel like I belong here. And I'm in my hometown, not my hometown, but like, I grew up here, but I'm really from a different city, but I grew up here. And it's just, you know, I'm not I don't belong here, you know. This is a temporary transition, and yeah, I really don't want to move like and get my own place, because I don't want my own place. Like, I want to be with my husband, But I understand that there might be like a transitionary period where I have to be alone for a little bit, but I really don't see that actually. But I'm just, I'm just speaking out loud at this point. All I have to do is focus right now, which is what my focus needs to be on, is opening myself up, and I was like very like scared about that part, because like while I am very open and accepting and understanding of people, I'm kind of closed off. I am closed off energetically. And if I open myself up, I'm not afraid of how far I will go, because like while I keep people at a distance, I know if I open myself up, I'm like, what happens? What's gonna happen if I, because I don't know, I don't know my limits. Basically, I don't know how far I will go, and I do not want to put myself in a situation where I'm like, am I gonna have I can't just have sex with anybody, it has to be with my husband. So it's like, if I open myself up, what if I potentially have the thoughts, not the thoughts, I probably will have the thoughts, but what if I want to act on my impulses, to have sex with random people, which it probably won't happen, but I don't know, I'm too closed off. If I open myself up, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I have to know and trust myself, and trust that I do trust myself, and that I'm not gonna ever, I may ride out of a line, but I'm not gonna cross the line. I will ride the line, and I do that well with everything, but I'm not going to cross the line. And I have to trust myself to know that I'm not going to cross the line, I know where the line is drawn, and I know I'm not going to cross. I might even dangle my feet on top of the line, hey, but am I going to cross? Am I going to step over? I'm not going to step over. And I have to trust myself so I can let go, I have all of these ways. Well, what if I, just let go, Lachay. Let go, baby girl. You're good. You got it. God got us. We're good. And I can always ask for divine help, and I do. Every step of the way, every step of the journey, And yeah, so that's my little life update. July will look very different than all of my life, basically. Let's hope, fingers crossed. I'm going into this month with a very positive mindset and a very positive outlook, and just a new perspective, and I'm ready. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on dating, or if you want to date me, I don't know. But I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.